The fairy tale romance of Blake and Reynolds has been Hollywood's gold for a decade. Their playful social media banter, their picture-perfect red carpet moments, and their seemingly unbreakable bond have led fans to believe they are the epitome of relationship goals. But what if I told you that beneath the polished surface of their marriage, there are some major red flags that many people choose to ignore? Hey guys, this is Sophia, and welcome to my channel, Smart Spill. Today, we're diving deep into the relationship of one of Hollywood's most beloved couples, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. We'll be peeling back the layers of their love story to uncover the cracks hidden behind their picture-perfect facade. It all started in 2010, when Blake and Ryan met on the set of Green Lantern. At the time, both were deeply involved with other people. Blake was dating Leonardo DiCaprio, and Ryan was still married to his then-wife, Avengers star Scarlett Johansson. Fast forward a few months, and both relationships had ended. Ryan officially filed for divorce from Scarlett in December 2010, and by October 2011, Blake had broken things off with Leo. Just weeks later, Blake was spotted celebrating Ryan's birthday in Boston, and rumors started swirling. The sudden timing had many people raising their eyebrows. Was there an overlap? Ryan and Blake insisted that their relationship started only after both of them were single, but an alleged witness told the Daily Mail that they saw the two out on a romantic dinner date long before Ryan had even announced his split from Scarlett. Of course, Hollywood loves a scandal, and soon enough, people began whispering that Blake had been a homewrecker. But if their beginning was messy, their wedding was even more controversial. In 2012, Blake and Ryan tied the knot in an ultra-secret ceremony where guests were required to sign non-disclosure agreements and surrender their phones. The effort to keep things private was understandable, but what really shook people was the location they chose: Boone Hall Plantation in South Carolina. Yes, a plantation. Now, if you're wondering why that's a problem, let's break it down. Boone Hall Plantation is a historical site with a dark past tied to slavery. Even worse, it's also the same location where The Notebook was filmed, a movie starring Blake's ex, Ryan Gosling. So, not only did they get married at a place that profited off the suffering of enslaved people, but they also tied their love story to a place connected to an ex-boyfriend. Talk about awkward. At first, the couple seemed oblivious to the backlash, but in 2020, during the rise of the Black Lives Matter movement, they finally admitted that their choice to get married on a plantation was, in Ryan's words, a giant mistake. Blake even released a statement saying, "We're ashamed that in the past we've allowed ourselves to be uninformed about how deeply rooted systemic racism is." But for many people, that apology felt performative, especially when, in 2018, Ryan tweeted praise for Black Panther, only to get dragged by Black Twitter for his hypocrisy. And then there's Blake's interesting take on marriage. In a 2017 interview with Glamour, she admitted that she loves Ryan most of the time. While some took this as a cute joke, others saw it as a hint that not everything was perfect behind closed doors. She also revealed something even more surprising. Many of Ryan's viral tweets about their family life are completely made up. Yep, all those witty, hilarious posts about parenting, just fiction. When he says, "my daughter," he's never actually talking about her, Blake admitted. Everything is a completely made-up scenario. This begs the question, how much of their relationship is genuine, and how much of it is just a carefully curated performance for the public? Are they really the perfect couple they appear to be, or is their image nothing more than a well-orchestrated facade? But if you think that's all the red flags in their marriage, just wait. Because the deeper we dig, the more complicated things get. The cracks in Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' seemingly perfect marriage go deeper than just their controversial wedding and carefully curated public image. While their chemistry appears effortless, the dynamics of their relationship raise some serious questions. Is their love story as genuine as they want us to believe? Or is it a carefully constructed illusion? One of the biggest red flags? Their complete inability to function independently of each other. Ryan once admitted in an interview that they never take on acting projects at the same time. He told People magazine, "Blake and I don't do movies at the same time." If she is doing a movie in Thailand and I am doing a movie in Vancouver, we would just never see each other. That might sound like a sweet, supportive decision, but experts warn that this level of dependency can be unhealthy. While it's understandable that they want to spend time together, some psychologists argue that too much togetherness can actually strain a relationship. Blake herself admitted in a Vogue interview that Ryan has an overwhelming influence on her career choices. She said, "He's a beautiful writer. He's written a lot of stuff for us, and he's got a great barometer. He knows me, so he will tell me if it's not as good as it can be."
Next to her, you go out. No, that's all you get today, though. That's it.
I know, I can't believe you.
That's it.
Like
No,
camera
just that.
compliments
Yeah,
off
no,
camera,
yeah,
not so nice.
no, never, never.
This means Ryan has a say in her professional decisions, which can create an imbalance in their relationship. If she relies on his approval so much, does she truly have creative independence? Relationship expert Nicole Moore weighed in on this dynamic, explaining that while supporting it's a red flag when one person can't trust their own creative instincts without their spouse's input. In other words, if Blake always needs Ryan's validation, then their relationship might not be as balanced as it appears. And let's not forget Blake's own confession about how she interacts with Ryan. In a candid Glamour interview, she revealed that she doesn't go to friends or family for relationship advice. She treats Ryan like her best friend. She said, "With Ryan, we were friends for 2 years before we ever started dating, and I treat him like my girlfriend. I'm like, hey, this happened, and it upset me. This is how I feel. What do I do?" And he does the same for me. He treats me like his best buddy. At first glance, that might sound ideal, being best friends and romantic partners? What could be better? But relationship experts warn that a marriage isn't the same as a friendship. While friendship is an important foundation, couples also need to maintain a romantic and emotional dynamic that's separate from just being buddies. Some fans even started speculating that their relationship might be what's called a lavender marriage, a term used to describe a relationship that is more about public perception than real romance. While there's no solid evidence to support this theory, their hyper-controlled image does make people wonder. But things get even messier when we look at their working relationship. Blake and Ryan have made it a habit to mix their personal and professional lives, something that many experts warn against. The most glaring example? Their involvement in the upcoming film, It Ends With Us. Blake was cast as the lead in the movie adaptation of Colleen Hoover's best-selling novel, and Ryan, despite having no official role in the film, was still heavily involved in the production process. In fact, Ryan actually wrote a pivotal scene for the film, blurring the lines between personal support and professional interference. And things only got more complicated from there. Director Justin Baldoni, who also stars in the movie, later revealed that Blake had major creative differences with him and the production team. She even used her close friendship with Taylor Swift to pressure him into making script changes that she wanted. The situation escalated so much that it turned into a full-blown legal battle. Blake is now suing Justin, as well as certain producers and publicists, accusing them of orchestrating a smear campaign against her. Her lawsuit claims that she was subjected to sexual harassment on set, and that when she spoke up, she was retaliated against. But Justin isn't backing down. He's countersuing Blake and Ryan for $400 million, alleging that they tried to hijack the film's creative direction and damage his public reputation by spreading false accusations against him. This lawsuit has cast an entirely different light on Blake and Ryan's relationship. Instead of being the carefree, fun-loving couple the public sees on Instagram, they suddenly seem like a power-hungry Hollywood duo trying to control every aspect of a major production. And this isn't the first time Ryan has been accused of overstepping boundaries in his wife's career. Back when Blake launched her lifestyle brand, Preserve, it was rumored that Ryan had a major hand in shaping the business. The brand was meant to be Blake's personal passion project, but it flopped after just a year. Some insiders claim that Ryan's influence had actually hindered Blake's ability to create something truly authentic. So, what does all of this mean? Well, if you strip away the jokes, the social media antics, and the carefully curated image, Blake and Ryan's relationship isn't as flawless as it seems. Their overwhelming involvement in each other's lives raises concerns about codependency, power imbalances, and professional interference. Are they truly happy, or are they just maintaining an image that benefits their Hollywood careers? While we may never know what really goes on behind closed doors, one thing is for sure. There are way more cracks in this so-called fairy tale than the public wants to admit. For years, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds have maintained a sparkling public image, one filled with sarcastic Twitter exchanges, red carpet perfection, and a picture-perfect family life. But when you look past the polished Instagram posts and witty interviews, you start to see a different story. One filled with questionable choices, potential power imbalances, and an increasing reliance on their marriage as a brand, rather than a personal relationship. One of the biggest red flags in their relationship is the performance of their love. Their social media interactions, while wildly entertaining, often feel carefully scripted, almost like a PR campaign, rather than natural husband and wife banter. Take Ryan's viral tweets about fatherhood, for example. Fans have adored his hilarious takes on parenting, but Blake herself admitted that most of them are completely fabricated. When he says "my daughter," he's never actually talking about her, she revealed. Everything is a completely made-up scenario. So if their public persona is so rehearsed and calculated, what does that say about the real state of their marriage? Are they actually as happy as they appear? Or are they just exceptionally good at crafting a narrative that makes fans believe they are? But the biggest issue lurking beneath the surface of their marriage is control. From the outside, Ryan appears to hold an immense amount of influence, not just in Blake's career, but in their overall decision-making as a couple. He's heavily involved in the projects she takes on, writes material for her, and even played a key role in shaping It Ends With Us, despite not being an official part of the film. And let's not forget their infamous wedding at Boone Hall Plantation. While they've apologized for it, the fact that they ever saw a plantation as an acceptable wedding venue raises questions about their awareness, or lack thereof. The backlash only grew when, years later, Ryan tried to praise Black Panther on Twitter, and people called him out for being hypocritical. And while they've managed to avoid any major public scandals, the current legal battle involving It Ends With Us is their biggest controversy yet. If the allegations against them are true, if Ryan really did try to interfere in the film's production, and if Blake did use Taylor Swift's influence to pressure Justin Baldoni, then that paints an entirely different picture of them. It suggests that they aren't just an adorable Hollywood couple, but rather a power couple who will do whatever it takes to control their narrative. Then there's their extreme togetherness. While some might find it sweet that they never take on projects at the same time, others see it as an indication of codependency. Healthy couples don't need to be together all the time. They maintain their own identities, careers, and independence. But Blake and Ryan seem to have built their entire marriage around never being apart, which, according to relationship experts, can actually put strain on a relationship rather than strengthen it. The reality is, no marriage is perfect. Every relationship has its ups and downs, its private struggles that the world will never see. But what makes Blake and Ryan's marriage so intriguing is the contrast between their real relationship and the image they present to the world. While fans want to believe that they are the ultimate Hollywood love story, the truth is a lot more complicated. Maybe they truly are happy together. Maybe their unique dynamic works for them in ways outsiders don't understand. Or maybe, just maybe, their relationship isn't as perfect as it seems. One thing is for sure, when it comes to Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, there's more to the story than meets the eye. That's it for today's deep dive. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Smart Spill for more celebrity breakdowns. What do you think? Are Blake and Ryan Hollywood's dream couple? Or is their relationship built more on perception than reality? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.